Voltamos. O jogo atualizou, aí ele fechou e abriu de novo. Mas se eu só colocar o nome aqui da live de novo. Bora. Continuamos de onde paramos. Ai. Ai, que saco, vou ter que falar de novo aqui. Pelo menos eu vou pular tudo que tem pra fazer e já vou direto lá. Ai, tô começando a coçar a tatuagem agora, viu? Merda. Vamos pular. Cara, a gente já viu a cutscene, dá pra gente pular direto. Vai chegar antes dela abrir o portal. Ah, não deu, ela abriu muito rápido. Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be... Não deu nem tempo da manhã falar, hein, amigo. Beleza. Voltamos. Só que mudou a porra do meu... The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol. Learned it by watching you, Bruce. Nossa, derrubei o cara. Não sabia que dá pra fazer isso. Deixa eu bater nesse aqui pra ver se ele bate ali, ó. E se arrebenta. Não, não chegou. Será que dá crítico pegando por trás? Ah, não, ele virou. KO! Muito bom. Quem é o mais forte? Vamos ver. 24. 24. KO! Sem jogada, vou só meter um movimento pra cá. E manda. Meia dúzia de dano. Ah, tá bom. Deu pra manter. Caraca, bateu forte, hein? Toss down the way.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon.
Boa, veio carta nova. Vai machucar, hein? Nossa, matei dois.
You make that look almost too easy.
Ó, forma binária. Tá, porra. Saca da de 38, toma. Mandar mais um.
Give the mother my regards in hell.
Pronto. Super murro do amor. Nossa, sobrou nada. Nossa, deu 12, hein? Puta, mais bicho vindo. Era bem não gastei as cartas, beleza.
somehow stabilize the rate of decay within the particles themselves. How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Tá, não vou curar agora, não precisa. Probabilidade de cair, 59%, vai, bora. Cai, 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 cai. Não caiu. Ah, mas veio o chicote, legal. K.O. Mais 2, bora.
Even for Hydra.
Terminar o turno, beleza, tô de boa.
Payback's gonna be fun.
Beleza, acabou.
I don't think you're ready for this.
Perhaps Faustus's device is worth further study. If you wouldn't mind, Carol, I'd prefer it if you and your supernatural associates not...
Smash it?
Yes.
The light
Curar
is on our
ele.
side.
Arigato. I think you got him.
É. Vamos ver o que vai vir na próxima, vai.
I guess you don't know who I am.
Let's do it.
Nossa, que da hora. Pronto.
Now that was something.
Agora vamos pra cutscene.
Go, now, quickly. Let's go, go, go.
Olha o botezinho aí.
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device. Get her!
Ué, não aconteceu nada com ela, pô? Chegava, sei lá, pra se machucar. Recupera o artefato no caminhão, beleza.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Boa, subi de
Still in
nível.
my prime.
Vamos ver, a carta tá boa, hein? Mas taca com 2 de heroísmo, hein?
Who's next?
Ó, a Lola Raticate apareceu. Foram 2 pra vala.
Nice move.
Tem mais uma jogada ou não? Deixa eu ver.
Interesting.
0 jogadas.
This is getting old.
Mais uma porrada.
Trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Porra, mais reforços? Que merda.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Consigo deitar mais 2 ainda. Boa.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Vamos machucar esse cara. Ainda ganhei vida. Proteção perdida. Bora. Curei a vida, pô, tô tranquilo. O cara bateu forte, hein? Porra, mais reforço?
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
I feel stronger already.
Boa, subi de nível.
Come get it. It sounds to me like they just
Jogada restituída, boa.
Getting better every day.
Tem uma jogada. Ah, recuperei. Ah, que da hora. Agora não mais inimigo, da hora, gostei.
16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Boa! Zero de movimento, passando, bora. Eita, paulada?
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them. No mercy.
Boa, derrubei os dois.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Minha carta que veio. Boa, vem um ataque. E como é ágil, vai dar mais uma jogada restituída.
Was that truly your best?
Aí vem um ataque, vem um ataque, vem um ataque, boa. Boa! Foi todo mundo. 5 inimigos nocauteados por um herói num turno. Muito bom. Podia ganhar um troféuzinho, né? Custa nada, né, meus amigos?
Bad guy crate, full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this
Ela
thing
tá
back
contando
to
com
the
uma
abbey?
live nova. Ela realmente caiu. Fechou, tá contando com uma nova. Tá bom. Tá bom, reclamar não, vai. 40 de missão cumprida. Ó, revistinha nova. Artefato, pedir para lá. Agora vamos lá, mais uma hora de cutscene.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
I should rest. Another time.
Cadê meu cachorro?
Let me see. How did this work again?
Tá, aqui. L1. R2. Oxi.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Eita, vou ter que socializar agora.
These missions can't be good for Caretaker's blood pressure.
Assistir a um filme, vou ganhar XP de amizade com ela. Olha os controlinhos de Play 5 ali, ó.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd do anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you.
Eita porra, fala da peseira. A live caiu, mano. Aqui também. Ela caiu e encerrou, mano. Bom que encerrou, deu 2 horas a outra, abri tem 22 minutos essa.
Good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know.
Beleza, falei com ela.
Won't forget it.
Traje de banho, gostei.
So, what did you think?
I understand.
How? You...
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I dreamt.
Of what?
Eita.
Of everything. Much.
That's not creepy.
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is.
É igual
but I
Dumper.
have no idea
Sabe o que é o
how to
carro, mas não
drive.
sabe dirigir. Corre.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of...
I had some questions.
Sure. But first, the basics. The staff of one in...
If each magical effect is unique.
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. Like, you know.
Ah, que da hora.
I had some questions.
The runaway...
Os Runaways. Onde estão
Where
eles
are
hoje?
your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert... After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are... As for Alex, he chose his side, and it...
Caralho, hein? Melhor eu sair, tchau. Oxi, outro Ghost não identificado, eu vou capturar com o bot. A bichona tá ali me olhando, ó. Deixa eu ver se tem mais alguma coisa por aqui. Ô, Charlie.
Feeling good today, girl.
Nossa.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Parece a Jujubinha quando me viu, ela fica desse jeito, ó.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning.
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with me. I'll give you that. But there were times.
Agatha?
Cadê
Where
Agatha?
is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know. Agatha.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to...
You do not have to do...
Thank you, but I do. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege,
Capturei esse ghost aí.
Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her. But
será que foi acidente mesmo?
Was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least. Wanda. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds. You should pay your respects. Good night, hon.
Ui. Beleza. Cadê o Charlie? Cachorro feio da desgraça. Oxi, vou falar com os mortos agora, fudeu, hein?
Agatha?
You always did have, just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in...
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave. I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Ah, caralho, agora eu vou ter que seguir um fantasma.
Ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate. Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Whoa.
Oh, minha mulher não tava cansada não, mano? Beleza, nível recomendado 1, eu tô 3, então dá pra brincar.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge?
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Bora, vamos treinar aqui, né? Vamos ver como é que vai ser.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight.
Toma mais um.
Your mother abandons you.
Ao nocautear, compra uma carta, vai? Deu uma carta, boa.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Deixa eu comprar, vamos ver que carta vai vir. Um ataque, bom. Aê, boa. Foram mais dois.
Feel my call.
Deixa eu trocar essa carta também. Beleza, veio chicote, fechou. No próximo eu já mato geral. Tá coçando pra caramba a tatuagem já.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike.
Once again, Lilith's serpents fall.
Pronto. K.O.
Return to your mother.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Oxe, porque eu só ganhei isso. Presente de Oshura, um troféu.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as your lineage follows an unbroken, and if you call upon them, you might. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur?
Uai, como é que usa isso? Será que não é aqui? Ah, é aqui, ó.
The goddess disagrees.
Ah, entendi como é que faz.
Must not be her purview. Noble Ashtur guides my hand. The goddess must be busy.
Era pra abrir essa porra aqui, né?
Gods are fickle.
Fala que eu posso abrir tudo. Cheiroso.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Deixa eu fazer mais um save aqui. Fala, Damperzinho. Ó, quem já tá no time aqui, ó. Nível de amizade, 0. Igual você, ó. 0. Opa, mais um item aqui.
Ah, I see.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. Please tell me it's not another amulet. I'm always in a few places at once, so no time is ever wasted. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Ah, da eternidade.
Not the object of power you're hoping for.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? How does this look? Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
Opa, gostei.
One of us.
Oi, Gi, como é que tá? Tudo bom?
Until next time.
Hey, Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Tá na forja? Tá, tá aqui, ó.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor.
Wow, he's okay.
I will head to the yard. When you and...
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Eita, vou tirar com o motorista fantasma. Esse é o motorista fantasma. Você dirige um carro?
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
Ele ali, ó.
I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Maybe you should be the...
Já? Porra, fiz nada, tendo concluído.
Hunter, Report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Later. Got a minute, Hunter? Crazy world you woke up in.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Yeah. Yeah.
You are...
I have no... Yeah. And maybe we...
Pronto. Aqui, porra, editar baralho.
You called for me?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah. I got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city.
Then let us...
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New...
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will...
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied...
Then I...
Yes.
Tá, vamos achar magia agora. Tem mais um papo aqui?
Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I...
Thanks.
Passou. Deixa eu ver pra cá. Opa, tem item aqui. Fiquei sabendo que se você falar fofa 3 vezes ela aparece, hein, mano.
It is one of the elemental rods.
Bastão de água. Ah! Puta missão do fim do mundo acontecendo e eu deitado aqui. Olha o bagulhinho do Homem-Aranha. Não, não vou relaxar aqui agora. Cadê a Liana? Nico. Motorista. Vamos aqui pra cima ver se ela tá aqui em cima. Será que eu consigo abrir? Olha, consegui abrir, amigo. Fala, Baldinho. Cara, não morri nenhuma vez ainda. Por enquanto nada, 0 morte. Olha a galinha da floresta aí. Manda a foto do Pump boladão, amigo. Malhou o que hoje? O Dumper tem que malhar também, mano. Tá parecendo uma aposta de gordura, mano. Vai abrir mais um negócio aqui, tá? Mas deixa eu terminar de mexer aqui antes. Ah, amigo, melhor treino que existe. Costas e bíceps. Mulher Hulk, carta de tarô. 3 de 22, já peguei. Não tem nada. Mano, só é ruim perna. Perna eu não gosto. Tá, a mulher não pula. Mas vamos pegar mais esse item aqui. Ah, não gosto não, mano. Perna eu não gosto.
The goddess must be busy.
Essa parada não abre.
She does not see it happening.
O popote bonito. Então hoje vai ter live of P no canal do Boldinho, hein? Aí, mais uma carta. Beleza, mapa. Caralho, eu tô aqui, mano. Não faço ideia onde tá essa menina, velho. Opa! Nada. Novo refúgio descoberto, floresta sombria. Beleza. Eu vim dali, a porta que eu abri é pra cá. Bosque dos Sussurros.
This looks like a fairy ring. There are cracks in this wall. The gods are fickle.
Ui, meu Deus do céu, conhecimento arcano, subir de nível, boa. 25 de recursos bônus, boa, legal. E aqui fechado também, deve usar o hook pra quebrar. Opa, tem um negócio aqui, hein. Bastão do ar. Então, eu peguei o da água e o do ar já. Fechou. O que eu tinha que fazer era aqui? Não era. Mas foda-se. Agora vamos pra onde? Vamos pra lá. Opa! Vamos descer aqui, vamos ver o que tem. Uma palha pra gente abrir. Uma fogueirona. Oh, uma chave arcana, finalmente. Opa, mais uma área nova. Terras inférteis poeirentas. Aqui foi onde eu inspecionei a Agatha a primeira vez. Ali eu fiz o trial. Aí outra porta aqui, ó.
Blessings of the goddess.
Um sapo. Ai, tô rodando tudo aqui já, hein? Cadê essa desgraça? Eu tô tentando de pegar?
Noble Ashtur guides my hand.
Terraço de pedra.
My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here. Must not be her purview.
Tá, não é pra cá. É, lá tem coisa. E aqui... Ah, aqui é outro lugar, lá, outra volta. Opa! Prestar homenagem. Ai, tá coçando tudo, gente. Ih, rapaz!
The Great Seer, known as Endra Moore, is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line. But she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
Tem que rezar 4 vezes, vou abrir um negócio ali, hein? O cara é aqui, hein?
I need to find the next moon seal. The goddess disagrees.
É, não vai ser esse selo que vai abrir.
Her purview.
Palmeira terrosa. É bonitinho aqui. Ah, vamos usar aqui, vai ter uma chave, vamos abrir. Porra, ganhei uma roupinha, que bosta. Mais uma carta, da Jean Grey, que legal. Pronto, rodamos tudo aqui. Vamos sair. Opa, item pra pegar? Tô maluco? Aí, ó. Yellow Hunter. Túmulo desconhecido, mais um mistério.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it.
Eu tenho uma boneca aqui.
Curious.
This rubble looks loose.
She does not see it happening. Interesting.
Opa, outro lugar aqui. Tem que voltar pra lá agora. Estou subindo, beleza.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
Aí viro pra cá agora. Região nova, bora. Acho que era pra ter uma estátua, hein? Puta, tá fechando. Tá, então.
Intriguing. What is this?
Yes, hello.
Ah, achei essa piranha.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Ai, meu corpo dói.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this.
Ui.
Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her. And so, I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be direct. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never...
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much. Okay. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could... Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the fort. No matter. Goodbye.
Folgada, filho da puta.
Well met.
I take it you found our...
Vai, bora. Deixa eu levar lá pra ganhar XP, vai.
What's Robbie's deal? I can't figure him out. Don't get me wrong, I like him. But then he turns into a burning psycho when we're on mission.
Funny.
Really?
No, I am kidding.
We both laugh at your dumb...
Did I not
It's good we have that.
Caraca, nova de... Ai, só que da hora. Qual é o nome do nível de amizade dela, hein?
Hunter, you're growing.
Só nós dois? Eita porra, bora. Ah, bônus de combate. Eu posso escolher. Não tem item de combate. Cartas de combo, olha que da hora. Não tem isso ainda. Pulamos. Ai, pula. Ai.
I did the math. It would actually be fly.
So what is stopping you?
Shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my apartment.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can before...
Bora. Acerte o helicóptero com ataques para incapacitá-lo antes que tenha empacado. Puta, tem tempo ainda. Por isso que ele vai correr pra lá.
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Well, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on this chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
That'll work.
Boa, garotão. Já cheguei no helicóptero aqui, amigo. Atrás do helicóptero. Vai bater em mim, vai bater tudo no fantasma, velho. Pronto, terminar o turno. Nossa, dei bastante. Nossa. Oh, reforço da caminho. Tem mais 3 frangotes.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit.
Matar esses dois.
You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Aí, de 8 de vida. Como é que tá as porradas aqui? Vai bater em quem? Deixa eu ver. Boa, subi de nível. Vai bater no fantasma,
Wonder what the desertion rate is for Hydra lackeys.
Comprar, onde é que vai vir? Passei. Bora. Vulnerabilidade, boss. Fechou, beleza. Era mais 2. Ah, deu contra-ataque no cara, hein? Caralho, vou bater em 3 agora, hein?
With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith.
É, não deu. Foi bom, mas não tão bom, vai.
You will have to do better than that.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand
Ah, eu fico vulnerável, não sabia. Entendi errado.
Is that the best you've got?
Eu me matei? No fim foi até melhor, vai. Eu tinha 18 de vida, fui pra 36. Deixa eu descartar essa carta. Vai dar um de 21 de dano, beleza. No próximo eu mato ela. Mato ela, na próxima eu quebro o helicóptero. Caralho.
That helicopter's about to take off, and with it any hope of understanding what this madman is actually ranting about.
Boa. Não, eu preciso de alguma coisa de ataque, mano. Não. Vai, venha. Não tenho heroísmo suficiente. Dá pra jogar no helicóptero, boa, ganhei. Toma.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Era só matar esses malandros.
Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
It's not over yet, but it will be if this keeps up. No retreat!
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness.
Vamos drenar a alma. Aqui. Isso aqui, não é? Foda, pra só matar esse coitado ali. Paulada forte. KO. Beleza, só morreu uma vez.
There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today.
Ai, nossa, deu tudo pra espreguiçar agora, meu Deus do céu.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Ó, o chupete escapou.
Count on it.
Ó, o dente de sabre tá ali, hein? Já vai aparecer o Wolverine na próxima. Pô, nada da missão 1, que vergonha.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been...
Figure what?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to...
Close, Hunter. Something much more sinister has...
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also... And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warm...
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say any. I'd like to be left to my thoughts. I still have a lot of things. I will let you know if...
Caraca, mano, essa XP de amizade tá foda, hein? Só que tira -1 dela. Meio folgado do caralho. Beleza. Assim tá legal. Ué? Já voltei pra cá. É, ficou legal o sofazinho aqui, hein?
There's my hunter.
Vou usar com o Blade, eu gosto dele.
does the night sky.
I had...
Pula.
Could we ask someone about this?
Maybe. As long as it's not...
Sounds good.
My concern, as always, is vampires. Darker nights give them opportunity, mobility, and more chances to feed. That's the world I know. I had a decent time.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing,
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to... reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
that anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form, and yet we persevered together.
You still have not
It may be difficult to understand. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she...
You are right.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her. When that happens, we'll see each other again.
I trust you will do what is right for...
Yes, we should get back to the real The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the ground, knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher.
Vai ter Kindle aqui, pô.
Hunter, hello.
Good girl, Charlie.
Foi, salvo. Vou mandar uma raidzinha pra quem agora? Vamos ver quem tá disponível aí pra gente mandar. Mandar uma raidzinha do amor. Deixa eu ver quem tá com bem pouquinho. Vou mandar lá pra ajudar. Mandar pro Ferreirinha. E aí, meus amigos, vou ficando nessa aí. Forte abraço. Vamos lá dar um oi na rádio do nosso amigo Ferreira. Fui!